Well, La Casita is a project of the College of Arts and Sciences. It comes out of a very inspired group of scholars at Syracuse University. 10 years ago, in 2011, the center first opened its doors under the direction of a team that was part of the Latin American Studies program at Syracuse University. And the idea has always been to establish a space that would become a cultural bridge to connect the Latino communities of Syracuse University and the city of Syracuse.
Our main goal is civic engagement through the arts and cultural aspects. And one of the main things we do is have a gallery exhibit where people can, there's an annual show where people can come in, see work that represents themselves and their community.
I feel like La Casita is a really safe space for anyone of any color, of any gender, of any orientation, to be able to come here and learn about Hispanic Latino culture and just learn about themselves actually too, especially for a lot of our Hispanic Latino community. So it's a place for us to network, it's a place for us to admire art and learn more about the arts, and also support really amazing programs that they have available to the community.
It's really kind of an important role, especially for a community like ours where it is primarily working class and people don't always see positive representations of themselves, and especially not in a high artistic way a lot of times.
I think La Casita is so important because one of the things that ties us together, I think, is our interest in social justice, our commitments to thinking about broad and inclusive senses of community and belonging. And I also think La Casita is so important because by being in the community is able to serve the whole lifespan of the Latinx community in Syracuse.
I bring 3 of my girls, Aliana, Kiana, and Carla, different age groups, and they're different levels. And I bring them here because I want them to learn about their culture, and also, they need to learn Spanish too. So I bring them to Casita. I think it's 4 years already that I've been bringing them, and they have learned so many things and so many skills at the mi casita. I get them involved here as much as possible.
From the littlest ones with a lot of the community programming, the annual book project, for example, partnering with children as knowers, as authors. So the multi-generational aspects of La Casita, I think, is something that, I admire and I think is absolutely important, because that passing on of knowledge, non-SU participants or contributors make to La Casita is disrupt the question of the university as the site of knowledge that is given out or distributed or brought to the community. The knowledge is brought into La Casita from the wider community. It disrupts this hierarchy of where expertise lies. And La Casita does a really good job, like I said, of doing that, not only breaking up that university community divide and disrupting how knowledge flows and who brings something to the table, but also they recognize knowledge cross-generationally, transnationally, cross-community, and also that knowledge happens in different forms. It has to be a certain kind of give and take. You can't just present yourself to the community and think that what you have to offer is wonderful. What becomes wonderful is that reciprocity and exchange between. So what do non-SU members bring? They bring knowledge to the table. They bring creativity. They bring memory and family stories. And they also really bring a wider sense of community well beyond the bounds of Syracuse as a geographic location.
Well, La Casita really is an amazing cultural center for that provides not just a safe space for dialogue and exploration of issues and sticky public problems that are of concern to the community, I love the focus on Latinx communities in the Syracuse area, but I know that they understand the complex intersections between different people from different backgrounds. And so I've seen some of their amazing events. I think they are of, for, and by the community.
Has always been a home since my freshman year, so that's how I would describe it. I would describe it as a home for anybody that needs a home. And I would say not only Hispanic people feel at home there, just anybody that goes in and feels how they are and how good they are to like all the people in the community. So I would describe it as a home.
Well, La Casita is open to everyone. I love having people here who want to learn about our culture and become familiar and get to know our people and our stories and share an experience that we all have in common, which is a human experience.